Next one, reverse triangle. Reverse triangle refers, this is going to the back wall. The arrow is pointing to the back wall, which is why it's a reverse triangle. This is a broken reverse triangle right now. If I was going to complete the top of it, this would be a fluid reverse triangle. That's the fluid reverse triangle. Right now, we're focusing on the broken. So for here, as you step out, step and angle. Back, step and angle. Look at the long 45-degree line that happens, leaving this foot in. You're facing a complementary angle against the one here. Okay? If I just step and drag here, the head comes down because I've shortened up my stance. It's hard to this. Now I got nothing. I'm off my balance and I'm off my weight. So to get that complementary angle, to get that evasion, shift. See that line here. Shift. 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 Long complementary angle. Shift. 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 This is, of course, a long, almost an exaggeration of what we're going to have to do. But a lot of this footwork for exercise and for patterning is exaggerated. We're going to shorten it up and bounce. We'll come to the foot dragging up behind when you get into the fluid triangle. We're broken still. Shift, 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 and shift. Okay, going into fluid triangle. Okay, now we're going to continue around the edges. Step, around, trace it, and back. Shift. Trace it with your feet, and back. Shift, and back. Now if we're going slow, I'm sort of exaggerating something. We call this coconut stepping. Imagine there's half a coconut at each point in the triangle. At no point do I want to be standing here. Think of it that you can't. All you're fitting onto the point of each triangle is the ball of your foot. So when you replace, right, that broken footwork that we talked about in the very beginning, replace, replace, replace. Of course, I'm not going to stand here on one leg doing this. This is me shifting. Back, back, coconut step, back, back. But what does that come back to? It comes back to that broken footwork again, right? Oh, look at that. I shifted back with my broken footwork, changing direction. Trace it the other way. Again, I get here. This isn't hopping to replace that line. Shift. 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 Okay? So you get to the point of the triangle, you get to here, whoop, break it. Or you're coming back here. Instead of coming back to here, you can shift back. Here, here, draw and switch. Here, draw and switch. Okay? Fluid triangle. This is fluid reverse triangle. If we talk about some unarmed application of this move, you'll see a couple. One of the things that we do is the steps get bigger in a number of different applications. Unarmed application, maybe a knee strike, okay? Really common practice. Step off 45, strike off that rear. Strike, 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 strike. Okay? Knee strikes, pretty common. All kinds of unarmed applications that we use as that close range weapon. Next application, shielding or blocks or counter offense as versus round kicks, low line attacks. You'll see this here. Okay, watch that. This is now fluid. And good. Reverse fluid triangle. Next one, forward triangle. Okay, this, again, we're at the apex of the triangle here. Reverse or forward triangle, right? Arrows pointed forward. Because it's not completed, this is a broken triangle. So, I'm stepping back, make sure my triangle's at an appropriate 45 degrees here as I step. On the reverse triangle, we're going to step back on that line and pull. We're going to stop, make sure our head's about over my back foot. Any farther than that, you'll tip over. So one thing to watch out for. Here, step back. This doesn't have good posture. Your head's back, you're evading a technique, a slash, whatever. Pointing the weapon here, and I'm going to come back forward here. Okay, same coconut stepping rule applies as I come back here. Replace, here, replace, here, replace, here, replace, here. Okay, 45-degree evasions to the rear. Important techniques. We don't retreat straight back. Okay, you can't run backwards faster than a guy can run forward. You have to get offline. Get off that X. However you're going to do that. This back against a right-handed guy, this is sort of the universal line of retreat. We'll go over that more when we get into it. But this is a really common shift out of the way. Shift out of the way. So that's broken reverse triangle. Then we can make that fluid and we get the same thing that we had before. So again, use the coconut stepping. Step, trace it, around, replace. Here, trace, forward, replace. Here, here, forward, replace, here, here, forward. You can shift it back, here, whoop, here, here. Again, foot's tracing that line again and again. Here, I can come up here, I can reverse that here. Reverse that here. Boom. Good. Anyway, fluid reverse triangle.